Inside Story Uganda, real source of political updates.
Floodgate of several other big politicians crossing from the opposition to the NRM. And what could be the undertones? Well, joining me tonight is Honorable Emmanuel Dombo Lumala, Director Communications at the NRM Secretariat. You could perhaps call him one of the fishermen, given that it's now fishing time. Honorable Miria Matembe, a veteran politician, preacher, and human rights activist. Well, Honorable Jack Sabiti, the National Chairperson, Forum for Democratic Change, and Honorable Ojara Martin Mapenduzi, now among the new actors in the NRM, a few months old, the new tax in the NRM, an MP for Badege Laibi constituency. Good to have you all and a very good evening. Honorable Jack, why is the party so furious at Nsibambi's departure?
Those are your words. I don't think we are furious.
No, I had the comments from the party president.
Nsibambi has been a good friend of ours.
Has been?
Has been, yes.
Not anymore?
No, he's still a friend of ours.
Okay.
There is no antagonism between us and Nsibambi, but there are differences. We are not happy with the way he approached the issue of meeting the president, pretending to be the ambassador of FDC. He had discussions with the president. He started talking for us. And some of us were shocked. And as the chairman of the party, we had to sit and find an answer. How can someone go somewhere and represent the party without the party's knowledge?
Yeah, but Nsibambi is doing exactly what you did way back in 2020 when you met President Museveni with Nandala Mafabi, and you later confessed.
Are you sure that Jack Sabiti and Nandala Mafabi met President Museveni?
At least Besigye.
No,
Besigye held a press conference. I want to play this clip for you.
Yes.
So you may know that you confessed to Besigye that indeed you met President Museveni. Let's play the clip.
Okay, play it.
Clearly, there is gross underrating of the gravity of this matter. You know, receiving money from, because, you know, our struggle has been very costly to those who want change. You know, many people have died. Many people are maimed. It's emotional.
Well, we'll be playing you the full clip where Besigye actually alluded to your name and said, when he criticized you for meeting President Museveni, you said he just hates Museveni, but it's all right to meet him.
You see, a politician like Besigye and others can want to make some people to believe that what he's saying is right. I don't think, I answered this, I remember, to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that I did. And certainly I had never seen Museveni as an individual, I mean as a party, I mean, as representing the party, right? And the issue is, do you meet Museveni representing the party? I think that's the issue.
Have you met Museveni secretly?
Right? Secretly?
Yes.
Why? What do you mean, secretly?
Have you met Museveni? Privately, okay.
I have known Museveni for a long time.
Yes.
Right? Since UPM. We have met Museveni many times.
No, the cause of the split
Right.
between FDC and the now PFF
No, I had not.
was
met.
over.
I had not met Museveni at all. At all. Those are Besigye's words. Right? And I never represented FDC. Let me state it clearly. That I was sent by FDC to meet Museveni. No, not at all.
No, but the controversy arose over the money that
Which money?
you
Which money?
partly procured. You, Ekanya, and Honorable Nathan Nandala-Mafwele.
Let me state this. I want it proved beyond a reasonable doubt. We asked even Besigye to prove. He said he had notes, he had whatever. We said, please, we put there a committee to investigate and ask Besigye to come and present that evidence.
Here is the clip.
Not.
Here is the clip.
Okay.
If you can hold it there.
Yes, let him show that.
Let's play you the clip.
Let them show us.
Let's play you the clip.
Let him show us.
It's okay if you can hold it.
Where he shows that note.
Please.
Said that for me, I am moved by hatred, that I hate Museveni. That I hate Museveni, and that is why, I react in the way I do. Far from it. This has nothing to do with individuals. It has everything to do with how we procure change in this country. First of all, if there is a need for change, and how we procure change. Because you've heard us say over and over again that our country has been captured by the family of Mr. Museveni. Not even by an institution, not by NRM, not by even the military, it's by the family. And we know what has happened to institutions where the money has gone from that institute, from those sources. So to trivialize it and say, but if anybody would have information that the very problem you want to remove is the one facilitating you, it's emotional.
Well, that's very interesting. Besigye kept citing your name in that interview as one of the people who went and negotiated the monies that caused all the controversy and the split in the FDC.
Let me say this. I think either you are a close friend of Besigye, trying to, cause more problems and confusions within parties. Besigye was asked by the party to come and address the National Council of FDC and bring the evidence, which he had said there was evidence. He said he had notes, copy of those notes. We established a committee in FDC to do research and come and meet Besigye, and Besigye present that note. He said he had a copy because we knew if he had the real one, he wouldn't want to give it out. We said, photostat it, bring it, and you say, this is the note. because he had said he could go even in the Bank of Uganda to follow it up. And we got a committee. Besje came. He addressed us. We say, okay, now we want you to give us the evidence. To date, he has never given us the evidence.
So
that was after the committee which had been set up, right, had found no evidence at all.
You've never met Museveni?
On this money? No, I've never.
Okay. Honorable Miria, what's your take on Nsibambi's defection to the NRM?
Well, okay, good evening, viewers. I don't think that that is the question. You just ask that question and I answer you. It must be placed within the context. I mean,
Nsibambi was unveiled as the new NRM cadre.
So what? Since elections, I mean, we've been seeing, before elections, we saw all that was done to make sure you destroy political parties. After elections, you know what has been done. I have always told people here that President Museveni has never liked multi-party politics. And he used to tell us until in certain parliament when he said, after winning elections, was it 2016 when he said, now I'm going to finish to make sure I finish these parties. And that's when he took up Simanyi, Betty Among, the minister, the former minister for, is she still the minister for gender? And the wife, first lady of UPC, then Kamya. Then he took all these people and said he has been focusing. This is the truth. I'm not lying. He says it openly. He has been focusing on destroying opposition, destroying parties. He wants Uganda to be equal to NRM.
Could this be the last name?
Let me explain when you ask me, okay. Because it is not yes or no. We put everything within the context. We Ugandans who have been watching, and when you see what has happened, for instance, if you all get all the vice presidents of NUP, arrest them, put him, I'm so happy, I don't know whether that is true. I'm seeing that Jody, that woman whom we have been, you know, do you know what the women have been doing? Contributing, fundraising small money to feed the children of Lina Zedriga and that Jody woman. They don't have school fees, they don't have what? You arrested this vice president of the party, the president himself and his wife now, I don't know where they are, and his son was saying 2,000 are arrested and we have killed 30, and then you know Mwanga Chivumbi and what is happening to him. I mean, all these are aimed at destroying the parties so that everything becomes, so that Uganda is equal to NRM. He doesn't know that NRM is a party which is part of Uganda. And the Ugandans are not all in NRM. And political party dispensation allows different alternative opinion. But he has aimed at destroying these parties. And the other day I saw him expressing his condolences to political parties because they are dead. He has managed to kill them, and not only kill parties, but kill even human beings, other people. So please, you Kagwanjara, don't come here to discuss this man. If he's scared of his life, everybody has been scared, okay? People are so scared, they are gripped with fear. Even this man seated near me. I'm telling you, in his heart, this Dombo here, in his heart, there is this voice of Miria Matembe. I know him. Sure. We work together. What are you talking about? But he feared now and he wanted to eat and enjoy. Why should he suffer when others are enjoying? But in his heart, I'm telling you, he is thinking like I'm thinking.
Okay.
So
how much of a betrayal is Nsibambi's defection to the struggle?
Finish. I don't talk of betrayal. I'm reaching the point. Those people who are tired, who don't see any hope, who know they will kill them. If you see this Mwanga Chivumbi, I really cried because I know Mwanga Chivumbi to be a distinguished man. You know, we used to come here and debate, and now you go to his house, you kill his people, his relatives, and you think as if they are chicken or what. So when people watch say Munange, I think when Wafira Muroge, let me tell you, you were not here, I think, when Rure was chased away, you know, the president, when he was arrested, and then the Baganda mobilized themselves and went. Twagararure, Obatufa tufe, Twagararure. When they reached Katwe there, at that, they found all these mambas around the roundabout. They said, Banange wanwafira muroge. They ran away. Now, abasigaram other political parties, wafira muroge. They look themselves that if they can stay here and suffer, they must be bewitched. And therefore, for me, I don't blame anybody.
So what is the big signal in Nsibambi's crossing?
But Nsibambi is just one individual. Why are you telling me of Nsibambi when I'm giving you the context in which where even everybody will run away? But coming down to Nsibambi, I saw a click. I think Besige had long ago realized that Nsibambi was that type of person. What do they call them?
Kanonya.
Fragile, or what are they when they are not sure? Things like that. He was that type. I think he named him, that man, a name
Kanonya.
Kanonya. Kanonya Chakurya. Kanonya Chakurya, maybe it is like that. He baptized him that. He prophesied that. Now he has gone. And others will go. Because it takes, if you take it in biblical terms, they are those people, it took few people to really die for Jesus. Even in this Uganda, we go to matters what? You remember where we go for Namugongo? You think everybody died. Others abandoned the religion, but some of those people, they stood firm and they died for their cause.
Well, Honorable Dombo, isn't it delusional for NRM to celebrate the recruitment of Nsibambi, a person whose career had been bruised in the recent election? He can't be a big fish, can he?
You know, the topical discussions in Uganda are determined by the press and the media houses. Who of you recruited Nsibambi in FDC? Because Nsibambi made his decision to join a party that he wanted. Who should make noise when Nsibambi decides to join another party? And you are talking as if this is the first time it is happening. In the 1960s, we had people defecting from Kabaka Yeka and they joined the UPC, a party that had abolished the kingdoms in Uganda.
Yeah, but what makes it big is that you, as the NRM, went to the extent of unveiling him, making it such a big thing.
When the Matembes were making the constitution, they provided for how people should defect or leave parties and when they should do that. Because they saw that if you get elected on a party ticket and then you go and betray the people who voted you at that time, it will be sacrilegious. And they provided for in the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. And they said in the final year, if you choose, because that is an elective year, if you choose to belong, you do it officially and without offending the law. And that is what Nsibambi has done. But when you look at...
is he a big fish?
Yeah, he is. For us in NRM, all fish matter.
Is he a big fish?
Honorable Nsibambi is a very landy lawyer. He's a wealthy man. But he has also got experience. But he also has the secrets that they have been discussing in FDC. If they will become useful, for us in our strategic objectives of the party. So, getting a person who has been a vice president, wouldn't you celebrate? And it's not the first. We got the vice president of DP in eastern Uganda, Honorable Matembe. He came and joined the NRM. We have got Sebugwao came and joined the NRM. And I want to tell you, given what is happening in the opposition, I will not be surprised if before the end of this year, there is a lineup of other senior leaders and other members from other parties joining us. But other than that, Bwana Kagwa, there is something I want us to focus on as we discuss these matters. You know, I've been in politics now for some time, and I've been witnessing. And there is a narrative of bordering on hatred when people relate with others. You know Honorable Matembe here? She's my friend.
I hate you.
I have hosted her in church in Mukono, and when we meet, we talk. One of these days, I want to go and visit her in her home, and we talk, so that I come
You recruit.
So you come to recruit me.
to get a better understanding of
He knows very well. When he comes, he will be saying, you know, Miria Yogera, it is true. But Munange, I have to eat. What do I do? That's what.
President Museveni wrote to the Speaker of Parliament and he said, I want to meet the petitioners. It was me, Honorable Okwiraboni, and some other selected members. A team of members of Parliament met and they said, Dombo, don't go to meet the president. I asked them why. Why shouldn't I go? We have just censured the minister, and the petition and motion is addressed to the appointing authority. And the appointing authority is inviting us to go and defend our position before him. Why would you restrain me? I went against my colleagues and told them I will go at the president. What surprised me when I went, some of the people had said we shouldn't. I got them there seated in the State House and ready to listen to what was happening. So that narrative started building whether people should meet or shouldn't meet. The president is the president of Uganda.
Thank you. I will definitely get back to you. Honorable Mapenduzi, now you have another colleague joining you on the yellow bench. Some of us have been curious to know what happens behind the scenes. How are you lured to betray your conscience to join the yellow camp?
The betrayal.
Well, first I would say you are very interesting. I enjoy the way you frame your questions. Very provoking, but I'll respond the way you have put it. I left the Forum for Democratic Change in 2000 and in 2020. And when I took the decision to leave the party, I look back the time I joined the party and saw a lot of the things that had happened. And if you want me to touch briefly some of the things. The time when Major General Mugisha Muntu got elected to take the mantle of becoming party president, some of us who had a lot of hope in the party started seeing something different. The party got divided. We saw a crack in the party. And some of us who loved the party tried very much to. I personally went and met General Mugisha Muntu. I later on met retired Colonel Dr. Kiza Besigye. Because we had a lot of fight, a lot of internal fight. There were those considered to be the Besigye group, another group considered to be loyal to General Mugisha Muntu, and those who believe in his approach were considered moles. And so even from the inside, people were calling themselves in, names and so on. And then something that really disturbed me was seeing the party not only getting torn from the inside, but two parallel structures being created. You have a new leader elected, who should be supported by the old leadership, but the old leadership going ahead to start a completely different approach, opening a different office, working parallelly. Now, to some of us, that was a bad signal. And so many things continued. The time I took the decision to leave FDC, I can tell you, and the current party president, the Honorable Engineer Miria, I'm sure he recalls that I met him, I expressed my dissatisfaction, I told him the party was going down. He actually took the trouble going up to Gulu, and he called me, he met me, and there were other leaders, the Honorable Beta Olo-chan, Honorable Simon Uyeta, and the rest, and they said, Mapinduzi is leaving the party.
Fast forward.
So I
you
wanted
left, you became independent.
Yes, exactly.
Until a few months ago, when you were unveiled by the same person.
1 year ago.
By the same, no, you were just unveiled last year.
Well, let me tell you, I joined the NRM on the 15th of February, 2025.
And you unveiled?
Well, I am telling you
later.
I am telling you the day I officially joined the NRM. First, I signed an MOU.
Okay, you were hampered by the law then?
Yes, I signed an MOU in 2023, and I joined the party in 2025, February. So it's 1 year down the road. Now,
tell us, there is something that we want to know.
Go ahead. What do you want to know?
What goodies, what small goodies are set on the trap for you,
my brother,
on the bait?
My brother, that is where you go wrong. First, the time I joined the FDC, you did not know me. And so I took a personal decision to join the FDC.
By conviction or situation?
Listen. And so when I took the decision to join the NRM, you think I am out of my mind. You think I am motivated by something else. Why do you want to think for me? Why do you want to assume the responsibility of determining how I should think, how I should decide? And you see, and that is where we go wrong. And that takes me to how people are talking about my senior brother, Sibambe. You see, if we preach, we believe in what we preach. We say, we should respect people, we should respect human rights, we should do this and that and that, and you accuse the NRM of not respecting rights. And why don't you respect the rights of people who take decisions consciously?
Okay.
Why don't you respect that? Okay. Listen.
I think we should also examine one thing.
No.
You're recruited by the same person.
Listen
and Mapinduzi were recruited by Anita Among.
Again, that's where you go wrong. And you're not allowing me to finish. So it would be good to allow me to finish, and then I respond to that. Now, it's very important. It's very important. I would really respect my mother to allow me to. Sorry that you... But you see, sometimes people assume what they are not supposed to, because the kind of discussion and the kind of tone and the reactions to the decision taken by Sibambe is uncalled for. Why? This is someone who understands what he's doing. He's a senior leader. In Parliament, he has been the FDC whip. In FDC, he's a very senior leader. And so when he decides, he knows what he's doing and should be respected.
Before I shift to Honorable Sabiti, are you at home? Does your conviction tell you that you got at home in the NRM?
Do I look like someone who is not at home?
Thank you. Honorable Sabiti, I want to bring you out at least some big names of the former FDC stalwarts who crossed to the NRM. If my producer could just display these names. And the big question I want to know, what is the of the FDC that has been hugely fractured by a number of factors, including defections?
So obsessed with that issue people moving from one party to another. I don't know why you're so much obsessed, right? You see,
No, it's heartbreaking,
no,
isn't
the
it?
issue is this. Parties complain mainly because if you are defecting, there are available procedures that you use. You can't just go and say, I am talking for FDC when I have not sent you, when FDC has not sent you. That's the issue. Nsibambi can cross and go to DP, he can cross and go to the movement and or any other party. In any case, look at all these leaders in this country. Most of them have been in different parties, right? And they have formed their own parties. But why are you so obsessed with what happened to Nsibambi? The only quarrel with us, with Nsibambi, as far as FDC is concerned, is to go and talk for FDC. FDC never sent him there, right? He has a right to go and meet President Museveni and whatever they discuss.
Okay, do you want to look at your members who have crossed from the FDC?
So what?
And what does this mean to the party?
How many people have crossed from party to party?
No,
how many parties did Museveni go through? As a member of the party. Didn't he belong to different parties before? Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Why don't you ask him? Why he crossed from this party to the other party, right? But he went there. He never claimed that the other party was sending him. Are you getting
No, but it would be foolhardy to act as if the party is not hurt. Your vice
who
president.
tells you that we're hurt?
You must be hurt.
If you want to leave, right? Jesus, I was in UPM. Others left, right? They formed another party. Why should I be bothered? Why should you be so obsessed that it's
these are defining moments of the FDC.
Who tells you?
Until recently, suffered a blow when a huge chunk of your members left and formed the PFF. Now, here is a new crack.
Is that strange in parties, whether parties in Britain or in other countries? People move from party to party. But the issue is how you move. Pretend that the party sent you when the party didn't send him. That's the issue.
What does the future of the FDC look like without Nsibambi, who's been one of the pillars in Buganda for the FDC?
Nsibambi has left FDC. There are many members of FDC, right? His going away will not affect FDC in any way. He was our legal advisor. We can get another legal advisor. He was our deputy president Buganda. President Buganda. There are many people in Buganda who can be deputy presidents. So what is the problem?
Thank you. Honorable Miria, you earlier hinted on Museveni's deliberateness in crushing the opposition. Politically speaking, could these be dark days for politics in Uganda?
But you also, your question, what don't you know? Where is he?
What I've asked you is what I know.
Could this be dark moments? When people are dying, when organizations are shut down, when the civil society are closed. You are a media person. Anyway, suppose you want to say things, but you want to pass through our mouths. Now I can understand. Because you know what is going on, but you want it to come from Matembe's mouth. Everybody knows. For me, actually, I want to say I am sorry that I've been invited here to discuss people who are crossing over here and there. I thought we are going to discuss the political situation in this country, to see the people who are imprisoned, where are they?
Yeah, here is a new storm.
I thought, at Wareri, there is no storm here. Which storm? By the way, do you know what? I don't know Nsibambi. Do you know that I don't know that man? Miria Matembe, I don't know Nsibambi. So I do not see when Nsibambi decides because he fears to die, because they have bought him, because we know what they do. and he crosses. And now that becomes a national issue, and Ugandans are here. I'm here not to sleep tonight because I'm discussing a person I don't know. You should bring us here to discuss real issues, to discuss the issues of when all those people who they said they are imprisoned, they are arrested, where are they? We want to know all these tortured people, why the people those people whom they killed there in Mwanga Chivumbi's home, is it a closed chapter? They kill them and it is like that. We want to know why the vice presidents of FDC are really being arrested, are being charged with terrorism, with all these things of NUP. We want to know, by the way, where is Chaguranyi? I have seen now that we went to look for the lady to visit her. You know, I always go mobilize women to go and sympathize. At least we were able to go and visit Mwanga Chivumbi's wife, and we visited there, and she, you know, she broke down and she cried, and at least we gave her comfort. But when this Bambi, the Winnie, Bobi, when Bobi left Mengo Hospital, is it in Zambia where? We went to look for her. We said she has gone because she's unsafe. They may kill her. Now here we are Ugandans here in this country. We don't know where the leader of the biggest opposition in this country is. We don't know where she is. We don't know where his wife is. We don't know where their children are. And you are there celebrating and enjoying, and you call us here to discuss the man
what makes it important?
No. This is still a next time call me to discuss issues which concern Uganda, and we discuss those, and we
I'm really sorry that you never knew the topic, but you accepted the invitation.
Then why Nsibambi? Who is Nsibambi? I've never known him. I'm sorry. I'm not demeaning him. But I don't know many of these people in politics.
We are looking at the significance of defection. And what it means to the politics.
But I want to ask you.
The country.
Okay, I told you very clearly that it is the environment in which things are happening. You are talking. Anita Mong left. And Tayebwa left.
And she's now doing brokerage.
And they go to,
she's now the
then
broker.
Listen when you ask me. And then they left. And they got big opposition. Did FDC die? It remained, and then some down the road, they separated whatever, because all this is being done because President Museveni doesn't want political parties. I mean, it is clear, everybody, you want me to shout it, I don't know how loudest, because he used to tell us, and I think you remember, that I don't want you to go to political parties. When one day you go to political parties, I will get to Rachtura and go and start grazing my cows and see you cutting one another with pangas. I'm not misquoting. He used to tell us when we were still in the movement. But you see, eventually he was forced to go into political parties because two things, by the way. The NRM party, I mean the movement, National Resistance Movement Party, down the road had started dwindling, and it was about to go into a one-party state. That is very clear. It was about to go into a one-party state. And because there was so much corruption, and so the outcry within Uganda, because of those things, joined with the outcry outside. He said, because I was in Chankwanzi, when they said we must open for political parties. And the issue was, because of what is this shouting and so on, which is disturbing us. Tubejeko. Those people who want to be in opposition, but I don't want the parties. Naeka tubejeko, so that we can get peace. You hear? That is what I'm telling Uganda. That is the truth. Nobody can deny it, and nobody can say Matembe is lying. So because of that, we went and then let me tell you another third reason. Because he wanted to remove the term limit. Okay? He wanted to remove the term limit. And that's when he said, because to defeat the other international pressure, he said, when we bring in political parties, because that's what they are craving for. And when we remove the term limit but open political parties, they will not mind. They will feel good that we are going into political parties, and then we remove the term limit, and for us, we continue. So, President Museveni, even right now, even his word, when he declares, I'm going to finish all these parties, and now you come here and say, so and so has crossed, so and so. I mean, it is nonsense. It is very clear and definite that as much as he defeats everybody, as much as he takes them over, that's good. But the point I want us to discuss here, out of what I have said, is this. What exactly Dombo is here? What is multi-party political dispensation?
That's it.
I want to ask, does Museveni and his government believe that all Ugandans have one view and therefore they must belong to NRM? Because me, I want, Kawa, let this be talked about because it is disturbing me and confusing me. What does he want when he says, I must, they said, Simanye, Ehoro, recently he said that they overreached the election and he lost his Simanye 2 million who didn't overvote. Otherwise, it would have been all NRM. What does he gain when they say that political parties,
you will allow Honorable Dombo to give that response after the break.